Alright, we have Angelofdeth here. I am Snipedown from Straight Rippin', and I'm going to be evaluating this gameplay. Right now, his team and him are pushing up top mid, which is a good starting strategy. I don't know if anyone got sniper, but it looks like they already have top mid control. It's really good to get top mid control at the beginning of the game because you can control the game for the whole game if you have good enough teamwork. You get the power weapons and everything. They might have pushed up a little bit too far there. We like to chill back a little bit, let them push us. Whenever you push in too far top mid or at the other team's base, you can allow the other team to get behind you by, if they go man cannon, they can come right behind you. Or if they just have one person spawn near their snipe spawn, they can just come right from under you. It's never good to have all four people top mid at the same time. You always want to have one person at their base or just one person running around them. Man cannoning right there is probably a smart idea. Since they don't have control, it's good to have a guy behind them, like a sneaker. We always try to have one sneak player to get behind the other team. The man cannon in this game is used basically to get behind the other team, so if you have control top mid, going man cannon is probably not the best thing to do because the other team's all going to be in their base, but if the other team has control, then you can use the guy on man cannon to sneak around the other team and get your team control back. We usually have one person go around the other team. It doesn't really matter where in the base. We have one person there, Mohawk, which is the straight ramp that you run up top mid. We usually have a guy who sits top mid and shoots at flag or man cannon side, and then we usually have the fourth guy also top mid to watch the ramps to find out if another guy's coming behind us. Alright, they have two people in their base right now. That's a little bit too aggressive. You can get some bad spawns like that right there. You're blocking too many spawns. Spawns in this game work. If you kill them on one side, they're going to spawn on the other. If you push into their base too far, you can block spawns. If you're on their flag, then you're blocking the flag spawn, and the other team can only spawn man cannon or top mid. So you don't want to block spawns. You can stay their snipe spawn. You can go around man cannon or flag every once in a while, but try not to block too much because it could be unlucky for your team. Going bottom mid right there, if you have two or three teammates top mid, you're basically distracting everyone on the other team, so sending one guy low is just as good as sending a guy man cannon. You can get around the other team a lot of the time. A lot of teams have a hard time pushing up together because they don't know each other. So if you're on a team with a bunch of people you don't know, then you need to coordinate your rushes, you need to talk to your teammates, you need to look at their overhead symbols just so you know when to push up with them. He might have pushed up a little bit too far there. The other team already gained control and he tried to just go in by himself when he could have waited for his team. That probably wasn't the best decision he could have made right there. If you ever see a guy on the other man cannon, I wouldn't suggest going over. He can tell his teammates where you are, and he can just nade you as soon as you land right there. Okay, we're gonna jump ahead for a few minutes now. He knows there's someone at his base, but he's not too worried about him right now, hoping that one of his teammates can get him. If that guy starts to become too much of a nuisance, then he'll come back and help out, but he's not too much of a threat if he's just circling around you guys not doing anything. If you want to get better at this game, then you want to form a four-man team. You can learn how to adapt with other players. Like my team right now, I don't have to talk to them and tell them when to push up because we know when to push up together. It looks like their team's trying to get too aggressive. They're starting to get nervous. They had a big lead, now they lost it because they've been pushing up by themselves. If the other team is ever pushing up on you so aggressive that you can't get out of your base, you're going to have to hide for a little bit, regain your shields, wait for your teammates to spawn. You can't do it yourself, so if you're going to get any kind of control, then it's going to have to be with teammates. Now that the other team doesn't have top mid control, they're trying to take it back. It's going to be hard, but if you can get top mid control, then this could be a really good comeback game. On Straight Rippin', we like to play every day, even if we're not playing with each other. Making sure you can keep your skill up every day just gets you better and better. That was a really clutch double kill. That could have cost him the game if that guy had sniper. If you're ever sniping top mid, it's really good to try and get guys one shot. Your teammates will finish the kill. Also, if you have sniper top mid, it's really good to watch spawns. Like I said, if you kill on one side, they'll spawn on the other. So just be ready for the spawns. On narrows, there are three main spawns. There's the flag, there's their stage, and the man cannon. The main spawn in the game is man cannon, so you're going to want to see it. That's going to be the first place you want to look if you want to find out where they're spawning. And there we have it. They were down 46-40 and they came back and won. It was a great comeback by Angelofdeth and the rest of his team. You guys played well with your team and you pulled it off clutch at the end. Good comeback. Overall, this gameplay was pretty good. He had a good BR shot. He won almost all of his one-on-one fights. I thought was a little bit too aggressive. He might have pushed in a little bit too far into their base. You might want to stay top mid a little bit longer with your team. In this gameplay, we didn't see too much control of top mid. It seemed like one team would get controlled and the other team would get the control. If you want to keep control, you gotta just watch your back. The other team seemed to get behind them a couple times, and the other team had to have a couple sneakers. Overall, I would give Angelofdeth and his team a B for this game. They had some good pushes and some bad ones, but they seemed out to come strong and they won the game. Alright guys, well, I've been Snipedown from Straight Rippin'. Make sure to check out more episodes of the Dr. Pepper More Tour report card at mlgpro.com. And remember, drink it slow, doctor's orders.